My name is Alyssa.
And I'm Emily.
And you're listening to Slash and Slay, a horror podcast.
Happy holidays.
I thought you were about to say Happy Hunger Games.
No,
that was last week.
Oh, last week, you silly goose.
Guys, it's December.
I can't believe that.
I can't either. It's insane.
It's kind of
insane.
Terrifying.
It is.
I finished some Christmas shopping already. Finished my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Finished my boyfriend's.
Mm-hmm.
Finished his dad. Finished. I'm getting everyone else gift cards.
Yeah.
And then I'm making gifts for my siblings because we all wanted to make each other gifts.
That's cute.
Not because we're cheap or anything, but because it's
more
special.
It is.
Yeah. So
at some point, like gifts, it's like
we are a little cheap also.
I can buy my own stuff, you know?
So have you done any?
No. We have our Secret Santas.
Uh-huh.
And my nephews, I guess. And I haven't shopped for any of it yet. But okay. I'm like a last minute girly.
There's Amazon.
There's Amazon. That's where most of the stuff is anyways. So
my problem is I think of really good ideas right before, like Christmas Eve. I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be perfect. But I did have a good idea.
That's good. For?
My boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to listen to this. So
okay.
I bought him some tickets to a comedy show. And I was going to make him a joke book to announce it. So I'm going to have to like put together a little joke.
That'd be cute.
But that's something I would have thought of like the day before.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you thought of it.
I know, me too. Am I going to make it on time? No.
That's the question.
I'll tell you right now, no.
Do you have any other fun Christmas plans?
I have one Christmas on December 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I have another Christmas on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to go and see, I don't remember if I talked about this, but the Elvis. Did I tell you about the Elvis impersonators?
No.
Is it impersonators? When they like do the whole show?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to them at Liberty Hall last year. And there's two of them. One of them was like, old man. And we bought like shirts that are like, I mean, they know, like, the old women love him. Like,
yeah, okay. I feel like I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, like, they were literally making out with the old people on stage. Whoops. Then there was, like, a little 19-year-old guy doing it, and then this older guy. And I think the 19-year-old is coming back again. So hopefully we can go see that.
That'd be fun.
That feels Christmassy to me now.
Yeah.
It's tradition. As of last year.
Have a blue Christmas. I could be an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah, you could. You look just like him.
Thank you. You look over and I'm like, my hair is like.
You should be Elvis for Christmas. I mean,
for
Halloween.
Christmas.
Yes, for Christmas.
I should be Elvis for Christmas.
They make some bank.
Oh, yeah. A lot of some impersonators make a lot of money.
You could be impersonator for Skylar White.
I couldn't. I would show up and everyone would hate me.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You just spend money.
I spend money.
That's all you do.
I yell at Walter and I have an affair with him.
Oh my gosh, spoilers.
Not really.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't have anything exciting really for Christmas month. Just we put up our decorations. We put up our tree, as
it's
Emily
beautiful.
can
I'm
see.
Looking at it.
And that was
on the
fun.
boat trend.
Yes,
we
have
did
a
too.
little checkered number, which
cute.
Black and white checkered. I love. And basically just trying to survive.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
Speaking of surviving, guys, we know you love these horror scenario.
You love them.
Episodes. Now we thought, let's do another one. But we need to make it festive for
holiday,
Christmas. Winter. Cozy horror scenarios.
Yes. So if you guys don't know, this is the third time doing this. And in the past, we basically just come up with scenarios to give each other that we would have to decide what we would do in those scenarios, how we would escape, how we would survive.
And the other one decides if you survive or not.
Yes.
I think my toxic trait. My toxic trait is that if any time there's snow and anything, I'm like, cozy. Like, even if it's like a axe man chasing you through the woods, I'm like,
right, it's a cozy Christmas.
Yeah,
it's Christmassy. It's like, ooh, it's fun.
Yeah, like the book I lent you, it's we haven't done Slash and Slays in a while.
We haven't.
Maybe
but
we can do it at the end.
We can do it. Well, we can do it because I have to read it and I have to finish this book I'm reading.
Okay, then we can do it later.
And then we can do it. We can do it in the next episode.
Anyway, it's a horror book, and I was still like, this is a good cozy read. And it's like snowy. Not cozy. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to try to do 2 scenarios. I have a third backup one just in case.
Okay.
And I'm sure you can come up with one too.
I'm sure I can.
I'm sure you can. Do you want to go first?
I think you should go first.
Okay. I wrote mine very in depth. Okay, to put you in the scene.
Okay.
Are you ready? What are you clearing your throat for?
I don't know.
I'm about to read it.
I'm ready.
Okay, Alyssa. It's Christmas Eve, aka December 23rd. Your family is driving you crazy and you just want a moment to yourself. You steal away to talk to your boyfriend and ignore your mother's calls for help. You decide to come down for dinner anyway. The table is full of fancy foods that you probably won't eat because you're too cool to eat around the table with your family. Of course, a giant fight breaks out and you are so over it. You go to bed. The next morning is, of course, Christmas Eve. You just can't wait to hang out with your boyfriend and maybe get a sweet kiss. It's snowing and the perfect weather for a romantic winter date. All of a sudden, the lights go out in your house, which is so annoying, and your parents are freaking out for no reason. Your lame cousins try to bug you, but you just ignore them and your brother. After a while, it starts to get cold and the wind is starting to freak you out a bit. You look out the front door and you realize it's a full-on blizzard outside. You're worried about your boyfriend, so you decide to go outside. He only lives down the block anyway. Your mom is hesitant, but you wear her down and she lets you go eventually. As you're walking, you see everyone's lights are off. The wind is so cold and it keeps snowing. The snow is so deep and you're starting to regret coming out here. A couple houses down, you see a delivery van. It looks like it was wrecked. You look in the front seat and the driver is sitting there, frozen solid, with his face in a contorted scream. You see someone or something has busted through the windows. You're about to run home when you hear sleigh bells approaching. What do you do?
Ooh. So, what do I do? I have to ask follow-up questions. Mm-hmm. How far am I from my boyfriend's house?
The same distance she was in Krampus.
How far was that? I can't remember.
I think it was just a few houses down. So I think like maybe 4 houses down.
Well, knowing how her fate ends being hiding under the van, I don't feel like I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the first thing, I would run to the nearest house. Like, run. Wait, no. I would quickly, very, very quickly, make like 5 or 6 snowballs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I would run to the house that was like directly across from the van. I would throw the snowballs while I was running. So like the snow would kind of cover me like a little bit, and then I would go to the house and I would go into that house and it would be unlocked because it just is. Mm-hmm. I just know it is. So I'd go into the house and the first thing I would do is, well, I'll lock the doors, but I don't know if that's really going to help.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go into a interior closet
mm-hmm.
and take all the coats from the closet and bury myself on top of the coats and hide in the closet. Because I don't think he could find me.
Would
if
you
I was in a closet,
assume that it was Krampus?
I would.
Just heard sleigh bells. Like you're just walking down the street and you're like, Krampus.
Yes, exactly. I would immediately know it was Krampus without a shadow of a doubt. I just know Krampus. I just know where he would be.
You know his Krampus bells.
I know his Krampus bells. And I just feel like if I hid under the coats in the closet, in an interior closet, because he comes down the chimney and he sends his little evil people. But if they can't find me, like, they have no clue that I'm under these coats. And then I would also, if they happened to open the door and took the coats off me one by one, I would just play dead.
And they're like, oh, our friend already got to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Maybe I'll try to grab some like ketchup or red food coloring or something from the kitchen if I have time to like
cranberry sauce.
Yes, cranberry sauce. And I just like put it all over my face and I just lay on the floor like that.
And that fools them.
Fools them.
You survive.
Peasy.
You're the only one in your family to survive.
Yay!
You're not in the snow globe forever and ever.
I don't live in the snow globe. Well, that's good. Am I able to rescue my family from the snow globe? I guess not, right?
No.
It's impossible.
You could have tried to run back, but I don't think you'd make it.
I don't think so.
And then you'd end up in the snow globe too.
I would.
Just you left to start a new life.
One thing about Krampus, which we can talk about when we talk about Krampus later this month. So maybe it's a better question for that. But he was targeting this one family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did he kill everyone else in the neighborhood? Who did?
I think so, because remember her boyfriend's house was like destroyed.
Right, but they were not there. They were gone. So did he put them in a snow globe?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I think like the backstory that the grandma told.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the whole town got punished because they were all naughty.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
So
true.
Yeah. Tisk tisk.
Tisk tisk.
Good job for surviving Krampus.
Thank you.
You live to see another Christmas.
Thank you so much.
My turn.
Okay. It is Christmas Eve. And it's like getting pretty late, but you're still up because you're a night owl girly.
Okay.
So you've made yourself some hot cocoa. You're sitting by the fire and it's like, ooh, it's so like warm and cozy. But you hear something on the roof.
Santa.
And you think it, like, you know it's Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you? Wait, no, you don't know it's Santa. Wait, okay, go back. You hear something on the roof and you don't believe in Santa. So you know it's not Santa. And you're like a bit concerned. So you kind of like decide to, you get like a weapon of some kind, like maybe your brother's baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to sneak outside. Now, I know you wouldn't do this in real life, in reality, but this is like, you feel, it's Christmas Eve.
You're putting me in this scenario.
You feel pretty comfortable.
I'm going to play with you in this space.
Okay. So you sneak outside and you see like a man or like some like red bodied thing on your roof.
You know the Santa Claus is not a horror movie, right? With Tim Allen.
Did I say this was the Santa Claus? Bear with me, will ya? Okay. So you see this person on the roof and you're like, this is an intruder and this person's going to kill me. So I got to get them first. So you throw the baseball bat, hits him. He falls off the roof and he falls into the ground. And you're looking at this bearded man in the ground. Mm-hmm. And before your very eyes, he disappears, leaving just his coat. So you're like, this is a cool coat. Mm-hmm. I want this. So you take it and you're like, well, let me see what he was doing on the roof. So you climb up on the roof.
The rose such a ladder.
What?
The rose such a ladder.
The rose such a ladder?
Remember the rose? So remember in Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm.
When he says, what's a rose such a clatter?
Oh, yeah.
No, he said a rose such a clatter. But then the ladder's called
a rose such
a ladder.
I haven't seen that movie in several years.
Okay. Remember that?
This isn't the Santa Claus, though.
Okay, well, climb up to the roof.
You climb up to the roof. You see reindeer on the roof. Mm-hmm. They look a little mad. Mm-hmm. But you're like, that's okay. You climb into the basket and they whisk you away.
The sleigh?
The sleigh whisks you away. Mm-hmm. And you get to the North Pole of all places. Mm-hmm. And once you get off, you're like, all these elves come out and they're like, where is Santa? And you're like, I don't know. I just liked his coat.
Mm-hmm.
They're pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And they, all of a sudden, they're brandishing weapons. They're ready to take you down for killing Santa. So you are standing there on the sleigh, and there's all these elves starting to surround the sleigh. Emily, what do you do?
First, I'd say this is not part of the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
I think
But they don't care.
Like, hold
You
on,
killed
guys,
Santa.
hold on. I would say it was an accident. I'm so sorry. But then, actually, no, I wouldn't even talk. I would jump into Santa's magic bag. The never-ending magic bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I would squirt. And you know what he says? When you put your hand in, whatever you need comes out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
An AK-47 comes out. And I take out those elves.
One by one.
Yeah. Unlimited ammo.
Wow.
They're dead.
I was not expecting that.
No more Christmas.
No more Christmas. But you got to keep the coat. And you survived.
What movie is that?
It's just the Santa Claus. Just make it.
Oh, I told you it's a Santa Claus.
It was the Santa Claus, but make it
Evil. I would save Bernard, though.
Save Bernard. Well, he was coming at you the most.
No.
Yeah.
He just has a... you remember the FBI little elves?
Yeah.
What were those called?
The
Something about flying. I can't
flying
remember.
elves. Because they could fly.
They're so adorable.
I know.
I love, what's her name? Trudy? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Trudy is
Trudy.
Yeah.
The
so cute. The
yeah,
really
the
pretty
little,
girl.
mhm.
Yeah. Adorable.
Adorbs.
So do I survive?
You did, yes. Congrats.
I'm glad Santa had that.
I'm glad
Machine
Santa has
gun
that machine gun in his bag.
Is it AK-47? Is that what it's called?
I think
don't know.
so.
I don't know anything about guns. Imagine a shotgun and I'm just like... take them all
But there's
out.
like a lot of elves, so.
That's why I need the machine gun.
The unlimited
I was
ammo.
thinking sword, but then I was like, I can't. I
Right.
need to do mercy killings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just shot
Poor
up
elves.
the North Pole.
I just shot up the North Pole in self-defense.
Yeah, that's true.
I
but
feel like
you
most
also
of them
killed
retreated
Santa.
after.
You also killed Santa, but that was
an
also
accident.
self-defense as well. Because
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Also, we don't have a fireplace, so why are you up on the roof?
Yeah, exactly.
Come in the front door.
Right.
Why do
Just
you
you
do
could
that?
have just knocked.
So dumb.
Could have avoided this whole thing.
Santa, you're dumb. Are you ready for your second scenario?
Yes.
Okay. For this one, do not imagine your husband, okay?
Okay.
Your boyfriend, okay? It's a
Okay.
boyfriend.
But I can't imagine my husband. It's my boyfriend.
Imagine someone else. Imagine you're a different person,
Okay.
but you're still you.
Okay.
Your boyfriend decides to take you to a Christmas tree farm on a romantic date. You've been dating for about 6 months and honestly have never felt happier. You are even a little suspicious he might pop the big question tonight. You start off to the farm a little later than you had hoped, and it's almost pitch black when you arrive. It doesn't bother you, though, because you can see the Christmas lights. Your boyfriend opens the door and takes your hand. He is such a gentleman. He then goes to get the axe so he can chop down the tree. You hold hands and sing Christmas songs as you both look for the perfect tree together. When you both agree on a beautiful 7-foot pine, you step back for him to start cutting it down. You've always had a thing for lumberjacks, wink wink. He raises the axe, and before you know it, he's trying to chop you. So you run as fast as you can, but it's pitch black, and you're nearly a mile into this tree forest. It's in the middle of nowhere, and you're running and running. What do you do?
Why would he do that?
He's secretly an evil killer.
Even after we sang Christmas songs?
He was playing the long game.
Clearly. Okay. I think my first goal, there's no one else there? It's just this like, is it like
You're
one of,
out in the middle of nowhere. It's dark.
is it like one of those that has like, you know, the like other little stands and stuff?
It is a podunk Christmas tree farm, and it is like acres and acres of Christmas trees.
Dang it.
And it's dark, you know, of course it's almost closing time. And you ran back in there.
I was gonna say, my first thought was that I would go to the hot chocolate stand.
And pour hot chocolate on your boyfriend.
Get a hot chocolate for some energy.
So you can run even faster. Smart.
Yeah. But if I don't have that option, I think... Okay, can you describe this Christmas tree farm to me a little bit more?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it just literally just tree after tree after tree? There's no, like, little canopy? There's no...
There was one at the front, but y'all walked really far deep into it.
Okay.
And it's just trees and trees and trees.
Okay.
It is like an authentic Christmas tree whole farm.
Okay.
And you're like a mile away from anybody else. Y'all walked a long way.
So my goal would be to find the biggest tree there.
Oh, okay.
And I would climb it.
Like a little squirrel.
Like a little squirrel. And I would take the pine cones that I find around me.
Are there pine cones on Christmas trees? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pine trees have pine cones.
Right.
And so I'd take the pine cones and I would start to sharpen them on the bark.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, my boyfriend, he's checking every tree. He's going around. He can't find me. But he's going to eventually get to my tree. But I have a stockpile of, like, Ninja Star sharpened pine cones. So I'm going to take those and I'm just going to chunk them as hard as I can down onto my boyfriend over and over and over. One is going to take him out in some way or form, or he's going to get injured. Now, once he's injured, I will jump down. I will grab his axe that he dropped, and then that's the end of him. I'll axe him. I'll axe him right on out of there.
Good.
And I won't do that thing in movies where they axe the person or shoot the person and then they drop the weapon right next to them and walk away like, I'm so tired, I can't believe that happened. No.
You're gonna take
make sure they're really gone, and then you take the weapon with you in case there's someone else you don't know.
Sequel.
Yeah.
And you're gonna run to the front of the farm.
Mm-hmm. And
chop down a tree and go home.
Yeah, take my tree with me that we picked out and get out of there.
You survived.
Yay.
Good job.
Yay.
Don't go to a Christmas tree farm.
Don't go to a Christmas tree. Have you ever been to one?
A long time ago.
Did y'all do real trees or fake trees?
We used to do real trees, but we haven't in like 10 years.
Yeah. I like the idea of it, but I think it's just a messy mess.
It's very messy.
Just a messy mess, and I don't want to deal with that.
It's very messy. And also getting rid of it. Thankfully, when we did real trees, we lived on a county road, and we just throw it out in the front yard for the trash man, whatever.
Yeah.
Or burn it.
Yeah, I can't really do that here. Well,
in my heart is a Christmas tree farm where the people come dance on the sparkle of the lights. I want to go to Taylor Swift's Christmas tree farm.
We should go to one.
Can you imagine growing up on a Christmas tree farm?
That would be... It's just like a Hallmark movie waiting to happen.
No wonder Taylor's so successful.
I know.
She was set up for success with her Christmas tree farm.
Truly.
Okay. Scenario number 2 for what?
Scenario number 2 for ya. It's a couple days before Christmas.
Okay.
You and your family have planned a trip. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wake up on the morning of the trip and your family is gone.
Oh no. Was it because I was a brat the day before?
Maybe. Or maybe
everyone ate all the cheese pizza.
Yes.
And spilt milk on my plane ticket.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. How did you know that?
I just guessed.
And, I mean, you know, you don't really know why they left. It could have been because they were mad at you. It could have been because there was, like, chaos throughout the day, throughout the morning. And you just slept through your alarm, and they forgot you existed. But you now have the house completely to yourself.
Woo-hoo.
Right? You're just having the time of your life. You're watching movies. You're making ice cream and eating that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Jumping on my parents'
You're
bed.
jumping on your parents' bed. You're jumping on your bed. You're jumping on your siblings' bed.
Mm-hmm.
And, just having such a great, great time.
Great time, all home alone.
All home alone. Well, Christmas Eve comes around. And you start hearing noises outside your house. And when you look outside your peephole,
My people.
your people,
Uh-huh.
you see 2
Sticky bandits.
weird looking people that are kind of like acting strange. They're kind of like they keep bumping into the door.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like groaning. They kind of like look like they have like sores on their face and stuff. And you are freaking out. And all of a sudden, you're in the living room. And all of a sudden, you hear glass breaking. And in shuffles these 2 weird, creepy people
Zombies.
coming straight for you.
Christmas zombies.
What do you do?
Well, if they're inside my house,
Mm-hmm.
I will run out of my house.
But these aren't like Walking Dead zombies. Once they get a whiff of you, they're taken off.
They can run?
They can run.
Hmm.
So they've spotted you,
Okay.
and they're coming after you.
They spotted me. They're coming after me.
Mm-hmm.
I would throw all the Christmas decorations on the ground, like bam, 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 bam,
Mm-hmm.
to slow them down. And then I will put the tree in the fireplace because I had the fireplace going. And then and I throw the fiery tree towards them, roll it towards them. And then they're like, ah, ah. And while that happens, I run outside and I climb up to my tree house. And then from there, I zip line.
You have a zip line?
Remember? He has a zip line.
He does, but do you?
Can I have a zip line?
Sure.
I zip line to my roof of my house. And I get into the window of the attic. Okay? And then I call someone. And I say, 911, help, help.
Mm-hmm.
And I call the police. And the police come, and I wait on the roof, and I'm like, y'all can't come get me up here. And if they start trying to climb, I'll throw bricks at them.
You have bricks in your attic?
Don't you have bricks in your attic?
Yeah. But what if, like, the police, like, they can't really answer because this is, like, an outbreak, and it's happening everywhere.
No.
So, no one can come. No one's coming to save you.
Okay.
Least of all your family. They're in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, in that case, I lured them out of the house. Okay. I run and lock all of the shutters, and then they're trying to climb in. They're trying to crawl in. I set up some booby traps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What kind?
One is for the door. When they come in through the door, fire will go on their head.
Mm-hmm. How? Design a booby trap right now.
An aerosol can and a lighter.
Okay.
Fire will go on one of their heads.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're going like this, fire, fire, a wooden stake will go right in between their eyes from my BB gun, and I'll rig it.
That's a good one.
And then while the other one's trying to get in through another entrance, I put sticky paper on sticky tar
Mm-hmm.
from my basement on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and they get in and they're like, I'm stuck, and they're struggling, and they're trying to crawl
Mm-hmm.
and all that. And while they're crawling, they're trying to get out of the sticky paper, I come up behind them And I also do a steak between their eyebrows.
You had 2 steaks.
Uh-huh. I took the other one from the... I
Yeah.
just have 1 steak, but I
okay.
took it out. And then I'm going to drag their bodies outside. No, you know what I'll do? I will hang them outside
to show
to
other zombies.
warn off the zombies. And then I will get down in my basement and I will get all my ice cream and food that I could possibly need.
Mm-hmm.
My TV. I'll cuddle up with a little blanket, get a little book, and I'll just wait it out.
You know what? I think you survived.
Thank you.
That was quite the ingenuity,
Thank
if
you.
I do say so myself.
Thank you.
So, congratulations. You survived your horror scenarios.
Yippee!
Yippee!
You survived yours.
Yippee!
What other scary movie? Oh, The Grinch comes is in your house.
The Grinch comes.
The Grinch.
I would teach him the meaning of Christmas.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. It's a good movie.
I love The Grinch.
It's a really good movie. There are some more Christmas horror Christmas movies that are coming out this month.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited for Silent
Night.
Very excited.
Yes. And then A Knife Before Christmas.
Yes.
So we'll be excited to... when did those come out?
Let's see. I think Silent Night's already out. Maybe.
Well, we
have
need
to go
talk
to the
about
movies together. We're all, our schedules are just so...
I know. Cray.
Cray. Silent Night comes out December 1st, so it's Friday.
Okay. Is it in theaters?
Uh-huh. And then Knife Before Christmas. You know, that's what our short film was called.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Is it called Knife Before Christmas?
I thought so.
Let's see.
It's not? Is it called Knife?
No. Christmas. This is hard to type with my left hand.
You can do it.
I'm trying. Oh my gosh. Christmas horror movies 2023. That's what I'm looking at.
Maybe it's not coming.
It's
to
a
theaters.
Wonderful Knife.
Oh, it's a wonderful
It's
knife.
a wonderful knife. Why are there so many?
Are there a lot?
Candy Cane Lane. What is this? It's an Amazon original with Eddie Murphy.
It's a horror movie?
I'm so confused. Comedy horror. Oh my gosh, we have to watch that.
It came out?
It's on Amazon. It's an Amazon original. It comes out on the 1st.
Okay.
It's a Wonderful Knife comes out on... Oh, it came out on the 10th of November.
Oh. Okay, it's been out.
It's called The Sacrifice Game. Horror crime. It came out in July.
Oh, it was a holiday?
I guess so. Nutcracker Massacre. It's on Tubi for free. Hey, last Tubi movie we watched was pretty good.
It was. It wasn't bad.
Oh, this one actually came out in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. There's Something in the Barn. Horror comedy. Came out November 10th in Norway.
Oh, wow.
So, okay. We're getting some
All
more.
right. So we got some good Christmas movies.
I'm really excited. I want to watch this Candy Cane Lane movie. I love Eddie Murphy.
I do too. It'd probably be fun to see him in a horror aspect.
We should have a Christmas party and...
Yes.
And by Christmas party, I mean just you and me. Because we don't have any other friends to invite here.
We don't. Love that for us.
Love that. I mean, we have friends, but I just don't think that they would appreciate Candy Cane Lane.
Right. Only we would.
We have friends. I do have friends. I have
Speak
some
for
beautiful
yourself.
friends. We'll find you some friends. Don't you worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Just kidding. I did have one more horror scenario. Do you want it?
Sure. I'll take it. Give it to me.
I'll take it.
Okay, take it. I don't have one for you.
It's okay.
Unless I can
Think of
scrounge
one
one up.
Okay. Imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
You're in front of a fire. You're drinking hot cocoa. Delicious hot cocoa. So warm. Your feet are so cozy next to a fireplace. You finally got some time to relax. You've done all your Christmas shopping. Everything is done. Nothing else to do.
Oh, that's so nice.
Absolute bliss, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone went out to finish up their shopping, and you're like, I'm done. I'm not going with y'all. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just you. You're relaxing. And you keep sipping your cocoa, and you're getting sleepier and sleepier. And all of a sudden, you open your eyes. You had fallen asleep on the couch. You open your eyes, and you're so confused. You're looking around, and you're not where you were. You're standing up. There's something poking into you. Everything's really itchy. And you realize you're tied to your Christmas tree.
What?
And you're actually tied to this one. Okay?
What?
And you're facing towards this way.
What?
You're facing towards your kitchen.
What?
What? Oh. You're facing towards your kitchen. And you're hearing banging around inside your kitchen. And as confused as you are, you smell something really delicious. You're like, And you call out, hello? And you hear no response. You just keep hearing cooking, and you hear the stove turning on, you hear water, and you start becoming more frantic. Hello? Hello? Someone help me. And you try to move, but the Christmas tree's about to fall over. You don't want the Christmas tree to fall over.
Would not want to have to redecorate.
Absolutely not. Or the ornaments fall and break into you or something. And so as the time goes on, you start freaking out, and you're trying to undo your restraints.
Mm-hmm.
You're calling for help. Then the person in the kitchen comes out.
Who is it?
It's someone dressed in all Christmas tree green. A mask even. Just the eyes coming through. And they say, are you ready for your last supper? And you're like, what? Please just let me go. And he says, no. And he says, you're going to be the main feast. And he starts lighting up the Christmas tree.
Like setting it on fire?
Mm-hmm. And then you're like, You get out of it, and you start rolling around on the tree. And you can't get out. And then he says, have fun with that. And then he starts a fire in the kitchen. And then he leaves.
What was he cooking?
Turkey. It's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Why did he do that?
He hates Christmas.
Is he the Christmas? Is he the Grinch?
Yes, the evil Grinch.
He's the fire Grinch.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
I can't get off the tree?
You're trying. It's on fire.
I would take one of the balls and I would break it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would cut my ropes with it. And I mean, I'm getting burned pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to be good for me at the end. But I got to get off the tree. So I get off the tree. And then I run out my front door. And yell that there's a fire. And that there's a green man in my house who cooked me a turkey and then set it on fire. And then the fire people come, and they're able to save the turkey. It's a little burnt, but it's not too bad.
What about you? A little burnt, not too bad?
Yeah. A little crispy. But not horrible. And I'm able to eat the turkey after all.
With your shock blanket.
Mm-hmm. That's all. I'm sitting on the back of the ambulance with the turkey, eating it.
And your family comes home, and what do you say? Don't ask.
Don't ask. Try this turkey, though. It's pretty crispy.
We're going to need a new tree.
We're going to need a new tree.
Good job. You survived.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
He wasn't very smart, Grinch.
He wasn't.
He was just like, fire.
That's all I cared about was fire.
I don't know if I could do like cutting yourself out of something.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if you cut yourself? I couldn't do it.
Which would you rather?
I know.
Burn to death or
Ouch.
get a little cut on your hand?
I know. It's hard.
Burn. You're like burned to death.
I'd rather burn to death. Burn to death or freeze to death.
Which would you rather do? Burn or freeze?
I think I'd rather
freeze.
Burning sounds horrendous.
Yeah,
but
I'd rather
it's quicker.
It is, but like I think at some point when you're like freezing to death, you like your senses go.
That's true.
And I don't know about fire.
How are your senses when you?
I don't know if your senses deplete, but.
I'm just like thinking of a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Part 4, because I just have so many in my brain.
So many scenarios.
That's why there should be definitely more horror Christmas books.
Yes, I agree. Ooh, horror Christmas books.
I want to buy that one, Secret Santa.
It's in horror Christmas.
And there's one called The Visit, I think, or The Visitor.
Mm-hmm.
It's horror Christmas too.
We need to read those.
Yeah. And of course, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu,
which I'm reading right now again, but I'm trying to finish it. It just doesn't feel very Christmassy though. It takes place over years and years and years, and it's like rarely during Christmas time.
Yeah, it's just like the Nosferatu is like his whole thing is Christmas.
On a Christmas land.
It's weird. I don't know if I liked it.
I'm not liking it so far.
Yeah.
But I feel really bad because I got it for Christmas last year and I need to read it.
Yeah.
Because I got it for Christmas. I'm trying to do the audiobook, but lordy.
Yeah.
It was rough.
It was rough for me too. I think it literally took me like months to finish listening to it.
It's bad.
Yeah. It's not good.
I am rereading the Hunger Games, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Got my sisters to start rereading them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all still in our Hunger Games era.
Good.
It's
I will always be there.
I am so close to like changing my wallpaper to like catching fires. You know, like I'm about to regress.
Yes.
So much.
It's just it was a simpler time.
Like my
and I feel like
my heart hurt. I was like, Peter Katniss.
Mm-hmm.
Gale.
And it just like watching it, the story is just so good. It like inspires me. It's like there's very few like books or movies that I can watch that like when I'm watching it, I'm like, I have to write something.
Yeah.
Like not this, but I have to write something. The story inspires me to want to create something.
Yeah. I literally, Katniss inspires me because I listened to training for the Hunger Games playlist on Spotify today at the gym.
Nice.
I was like, yes, I would win. Even though I'm literally at a Planet Fitness on a treadmill. I just love it. I also think like, you know, I'm reading it and I'm like, oh my gosh, they paved the way for the dystopian.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like Divergent, are you kidding me?
Yeah, Divergent has nothing on Hunger Games.
Now it was good though. I loved the Divergent.
It was good.
I still haven't seen the movies.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I don't think you would like them.
But
the first one
what's his name?
Who?
Theo?
Oh, 4.
The guy who plays 4.
Mm-hmm.
He's very attractive. He's very attractive.
I thought the first movie was good, and similar to the book. Obviously, a lot missing, but the other movies are not.
This is a spoiler for Allegiant, but I mean, if you're not gonna read it, if you haven't read it by now,
yeah, you're not.
Do they kill her at the end of the movie?
No,
what?
She doesn't. No, she literally doesn't die at the end.
Oh my gosh, that was the only thing that set it apart for me.
Yeah, was that the main character dies?
Yeah. I also read we're getting so off topic, but the Fifth Wave series.
Did
you ever read that?
Mm-hmm.
That was insane.
It was insane.
It was like every single one was like a twist, and it was like,
yes,
actually everything is not what you thought it was.
Right, this whole time you've been reading these books for the past 2 books, and this third one, it's nothing like you ever thought.
That was like the first book that I was like waiting for the sequels to come out.
Yeah, the movie, they didn't make any more movies. They did not do well.
Who was it?
The one movie they made one
Chloe Grace
movie.
Moretz?
Chloe Grace Moretz.
She's beautiful.
She is.
Our Carrie Queen.
She is.
What do you want for Christmas?
Me too, front teeth.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I don't really want anything. That's
Me
the
either.
thing. I really don't. I had a hard time coming up with stuff on my list, and it feels like it's just stuff that I don't really need.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do have like soundproofing
Mm-hmm.
tiles on there.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't really. I put like a hammock.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It would be fun. I could put it on my porch and
get
read
one of those
in
that
it.
you can like bundle up and take to the forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have one of those already.
Oh, so you don't need no.
Well,
Okay.
it's like a sitting hammock.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
okay.
it's like a macrame,
Uh-huh. I
like
used
a
to have one
dark
of those.
green or dark
But I
gray.
left it out in the rain too long.
So I should just ask for like books or like, gift card to Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
It's always
And
good.
Amazon good.
Yeah. What do you
so
want?
Stuffy.
Do you know what you want?
No. Not at all. I need new clothes, but like I need to buy it.
Right, exactly.
I just need to buy it. I can't just no. I need to buy it.
Yeah. Do you have any slash and slays for the week?
Yes.
You can don't go into detail about it.
My biggest slay of the week is Dead of Winter, the book by Darcy Coates. It was amazing. The premise is 8 strangers are stuck in a cabin in a snowstorm.
Love stranger stuff.
And after the first night, this is on the back of the book, okay?
Mm-hmm.
After the first night, they wake up and see their tour guide's head is stuck on a tree. Ooh. So
yikes.
now they're like, oh my gosh, which one of you did it? So it's a whodunit. And they're trying to survive out here in this snowstorm, in this very claustrophobic, tiny cabin. So there's some claustrophobia, there's some isolation, survival. It was like one of those books that I read it all the way. We traveled for Thanksgiving, and I read it the entire way back, and I was like just desperate. Like, during Thanksgiving, I was like, I just want to read my book.
Right.
Like I just felt like one of those moments. I loved it. I also watched Prey, which was very good. We did it in honor of National Native American Heritage Month, and it was a very good story. I really liked how simplistic it was, but still very engaging, and there were some gruesome moments in it. I also did watch Thanksgiving.
I still need to see it.
Yes. Very, very, very gory, but also a very fun time.
Yes. I just love a holiday horror.
We love holiday horror. What about you? Is that Slash&Slay?
Well, I'll give you half of one. I'm halfway through a book by the same author of Dead of Winter, Darcy Coates. It's called From Below. And it's basically this group of researchers, divers go deep sea diving to visit this ship that had sunk like 100 years before. No one's ever seen it before.
Please tell me they don't go on a submarine.
They don't go on a submarine. They're free diving. So
even worse.
But there's like strange stuff going on with the ship that they are kind of trying to figure out.
Okay.
So it's very good so far. I'm halfway through it. It's very like, because I don't like the ocean.
We don't
like the ocean. And the idea of scuba diving makes me want to vomit just thinking about it. So this writer does a very good job of just putting you in it and like making you like feel the panic and like stuff like that. So
yeah, she does for the other one as well. I think you're gonna really like it because snowy cabin.
I'm excited. I'm excited to read it.
It's gonna be so cozy.
And I'm gonna make you read this one.
Yeah, I'll be ready. I'm so glad I discovered this author. It was
me too. She has a lot of books out.
I know. I had
a couple series too. So
yeah, I was shopping with my friend Heather at Barnes and Noble, and she just picked it up, and she was like, "Oh, this looks interesting," and she was like, "I'm not gonna buy it." But I was like, I'll buy it and you can borrow it after. And she's like, perfect. So after you read it, she's going to read it. And we'll all have read it. So it'll be fun.
Woohoo.
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 Are those all your Slash&Slays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch much or anything like that.
Just Christmas movies.
I was gonna watch The Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah.
But I started it and then
That's
I don't
what
know.
I thought Thanksgiving was going to be.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that.
It's like the reenactors or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started it and I literally got like 10 seconds in. I was like, I don't want to watch this.
Oh.
So it wasn't that it like.
You just weren't in the mood.
I just wasn't in the mood like I thought I was. But
my friend that came with us to see Thanksgiving is a descendant from the Mayflower, and she has like a T-shirt that's like descendant from the Mayflower.
Really?
And I was like, please wear that.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's awesome.
Funny, yeah. It's very fun. Well, what should we do next week?
What should we do next week?
Holiday themes should we do next week?
We want all this month to be holiday themed, of course.
Spooky December. You know what? I didn't watch any of my November horror movies this year. After fighting tooth and nail for November horror movies. You
fought for those movies.
I didn't watch one.
It's too bad.
It is too bad.
It's too bad. So sad. Maybe next year. Now you can add, would Thanksgiving be qualified as a November horror movie?
100%.
So we can add that to the list.
Absolutely. I don't think anybody can fight about that one. It's literally meant for November.
Literally.
All holiday themes. Of course, we're going to do a Krampus episode.
Of course. You can always expect Krampus.
I need to find the theme song that I made for Krampus last year.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have it.
It was like the...
Had the sleigh bells.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Love it.
We love it.
Well, guys, please, if you feel so inclined, go to our shop. Slash-Slay /Slay-shop.printify.
Or just go to our Instagram and click
it's probably easier.
The convenient link.
We have a link there. Instagram at /Slay
and our Etsy
pod.
I am buying quite a few gifts on there for people. I'm not gonna give people my merch, okay? I'm getting them stuff that they like. Like my brother, he wanted he does want merch, so I'm gonna get him one. Might get my sister a vampire girl, maybe a few of those.
I did come up with a new design.
It's first time hearing of it.
It's on Canva if you want to look at it. It's called, but it's Things and Things.
Ooh.
And I think it's cute.
I bet it's adorable.
So if that interests you guys, we'll put it up on the Etsy.
Of course, we also are working on our Krampus.
Our Krampus
design. So
design. Gotta get that so we can wear it.
Yes. Thank you for hanging out with us, guys.
Yeah, thanks. This was kind of a chill episode.
Yeah.
We've had a hard week.
Have we? It's only Tuesday.
It's been a hard week. It has.
It's always a hard week.
Tuesdays, we discussed this before. Tuesday's the worst day of the week.
Tuesday's the worst day.
So
Wednesday, we're gonna be halfway through.
Seriously? Oh, I thought you were talking about halfway through the month. I don't know why. But we're not even in. I don't know. Anyways.
Not December. I wish it was halfway November. I get 2 weeks back.
I'm struggling.
It's okay. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Join us next week. Bye.